Hey y'all, welcome to my channel, Mama Fox Studios. This is Missy, and I'm back. I know it took a week or so. I don't even know how long it took off. I took a little bit of time off. Did a build off camera just to take my time with it. But we're back, and I was going to do, so I have two, and I have one this one is just a single room, and I was going to do a full house because I haven't done a full house yet on here, but I just did a full house off camera, so I kind of want something a little smaller, and this is so cute, but we'll get to this in a second. So I will do the other one I have on camera next. We'll do a full house next. But right now we're going to do Back to School. It's called The Age of Innocence. It's a little schoolroom. It looks so cute. Some books, of course, when do I do one without books, right? But little backpacks, a soccer ball, globe, the blackboard, little fan it looks like. So this is going to be really adorable. It says Age of Innocence Standard Collocation, I think, collection maybe, without the dust cover. I do not like dust covers, y'all. I just put out 2 shorts today. I did one for the Hawagon studio, the little music studio that we did last time. And I finally did the short on all 8 of the single room, the little ones that I did. Those little single rooms, and I had a collection of 8. I only did 3 on camera because that's when I first started my channel. I'd already done some, so I did 3 on camera, but I did a short for all 8 of them. Maybe tomorrow I'll do a short for the one I just finished off camera, but let's get started on this. So I believe I cut the tape when I first got it. I've had this for a while, but I had it when I had like 6 of them, so couldn't do them all right away. So I don't think I looked through it. I think I just cut the tape open, but if I did, I don't even remember. So let's get our first look. DIY dollhouse. Oh, this is one of those. A house with a story, a home with thoughts. That scares me, y'all. I'm just saying. It scares me. A home with thoughts. Let's see. Age limit 14 years old and above. Parts of the content is not a toy. Adult assembly is required. I love this. Adult assembly is required, but use under adult supervision. Anyways, let's open it up and see what we've got in here, okay? All right, yeah, I don't think I did not go through this. Because if I had, I would have tossed that away, a little piece of cardboard. So we've got our lights. It looks like we only have 2 lights in this one, so pretty easy. Seems like some pretty easy lighting. My last one had like 7 or 8. So we got the little tweezers and a little yellow plastic ruler. I'm going to just set those to the side, put them with my stash of everything else. Okay, so this looks like, hard to tell, a little bit of the bits and bobs. Yeah, there's a little soccer ball, globe, I think. So I'm going to see what's in the other one first before I get the Tupperware out. Yes, the Tupperware. So let's see what's in this one. We've got B, which is some wood pieces. Oh, C, which is more wood. And then D, which is more wood. Okay, so here's our wood pieces. And then here is our A, which is our big, like, walls and stuff, wood pieces here. And then we have looks probably our base plate. Oh, what is this? Oh, some little, like, ruler and protractor. I don't know how well you can see that. Cutouts that's plastic. And then little, all the different languages. The warm prompt, they call it. Basically, you need some tools, check your wires, blah, 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 blah. And then our directions. The Age of Innocence. Oh, this, I know I didn't go through this. This thing is stuck in there. Okay, let's move our box. So first of all, we'll look at that in just a sec. I'm going to, on the Tupperware, I'm going to go ahead and, they'll kind of fit if I don't put anything else on there, on that side. Well, we have the little, it's like thick wax paper, maybe, kind of, sort of. And then we'll put all our little bits over here on this side. Just one little bit of wire. One little tiny bit of wire this time. Thank goodness, because I cannot tell you how sick and tired of wires I am. My last build had, like, it seemed like everything had wires. Like I said, it was a full house. So, picture frames, pot handles, everything used wire. Now I have this little one, Ben, because, you know, I usually have these pieces, these bags laying around. So, I have procured this. And I'm going to use this to keep, put this underneath the back, to keep my bags all together in one container, so that way when I'm done for the night or something, I don't have to go, oh, where did that bag go? Where did that bag go? The next time I pick it up, they'll all be right here. So we have the two pieces of Tupperware now. But I did rearrange my desk, so I have plenty of room. Oh, I knew we were missing something. Our papers, of course. Oh, these are our backpacks. These are just like pre-cut. Oh, yay, our leaves are pre-cut. Oh, look, the geography for, that's going to be the little continents for the globe, I bet. I don't know. So, oh, I'm excited about that. They're pre-cut, although we will have to be careful with those. And then it looks like here's our books, our chalkboard, 2, let's see what we got, 3, so 3 pages. And what is this? A template for something. And then we have, oh, these are some books or charts, it looks like. And they are pre-cut too, so I have to be careful. They're just like these ones, where they're almost completely cut out. Just have a little touch holding them on. So, okay, let's set these off to the side. Maybe set them under the Tupperware bin. So, can be, oh, looky here. Can be peeled off along this line for easy use. And it is a perforated line. So I don't have to fold. I'm going to go ahead and, oh, wait. It's not the instructions. I am going to pull these. It is just the 3 pages of the material lists. That way. Only it's not on the line. Oh, come on. You can do better than that. Maybe I should do one at a time. This way I don't have to keep flipping back and forth in the book to see, you know, which piece I use, having to measure it. So let's see if we can get this one out now too. I like this idea. This is the first book that I've had that's had this. Some of them have them just separate, not in the book at all. And that's preferable too. I mean, I guess I don't mind having them in the book. It's just kind of a pain. Come on, you can let go. Okay, my OCD is going bananas right now, you guys. You know, in high school or even junior high, whatever, in school, I had the notebooks with this perforation on the side. I always, and I still to this day have notebooks like this. And this cannot stay on here. I'm just saying, I'm a little neurotic, but it is what it is, and it will drive me insane. I did want to tell you guys a couple of things that I noticed. Well, I just ripped that all to shreds. Goodness gracious. A couple of things I noticed that I do, or that I kind of picked up a bad habit of on camera. Oh, wow. That's bad. I will fix those later. I will fix those later, trust me. I've been rushing through when I'm on camera because I don't want you guys to get bored. And so I noticed on the last build, the music studio, although there were plenty of spaces where I had to stop because I messed up or I couldn't understand. And I'm going to take my time. I'm actually going to take and not rush myself. Even when I'm finding pieces. Oh yeah, that's it. No, I'm going to stop. I'm going to measure, because if you watch my last one, I had to undo 2 pieces. 4 pieces actually I had to undo because I had done the first 2 wrong. Because I didn't measure. Because again, I didn't want anybody to get bored, but I've learned, I've kind of went through I started gluing too quickly. I've started, when I'm cutting with my X-Acto knife, I'm kind of rushing. And so I took my time on this last build, and oh, it turned out so, so beautiful. So I'm going to breathe, I'm going to slow down, and we're going to take our time and do this correctly. So, okay. So I guess we're going to start by, oh, I like this. We're going to start by pasting some furniture and get some walls up. So let's just jump in. Let's just jump right on in. So we need our frame. And then we need a 9-1. And that's going to be one of these full sheet ones. I have a feeling most of these are going to be the full sheets, so I'm going to leave them out. Tuck those. Yep. 9-1, this big one here. I thought so. So I've got new blades on my X-Acto knives. I changed everything when I finished up the last one, when I was cleaning my desk off. And I run into this, I don't know what I've changed with my lighting. I think it's just an angle, but I get a really bad glare. And for the life of me, I don't think I had it before, like the last, well, my last build, which was off camera. So I think, I kept thinking, well, because I don't have my big arm out that holds my camera or my phone, you know, and I'm just using the light, I'm just swinging the light around, so it must just be the angle. But I have the full arm out, and I still have this glare, so I don't know. I didn't have it before. I must have an angle wrong on one of my lights, so bear with me. It's just like here and here. It's just, so I'll eventually figure it out, what I changed, and change it back. See, no off-roading. Did 2 full lines and I did no off-roading because it took my time. And why do I think I only ever deserve 2 blades per build? I have 2 X-Acto knives. I like to use one for wood, which sometimes I don't need it, but I will on these because we're going to have a couple of these to cut out. And I remember vividly saying, oh, I think my blade's about dead. I mean, I'm going to have to change it soon, but we're almost done. Why, Missy, why? I have more blades. When they get dull, I need to just change it. I did it about 3/4 of the way through my last build. I was like, oh, the blade's getting dull. But I didn't have any wood to cut, so I went, oh, I'll just change knives. Problem solved. But then I went, why? When I use them both, why do I not change blades? I don't know. I think because in the beginning, the first ones I didn't need to, and I just kind of got in the habit of using 2 blades per build. And that's great when that's what it calls for. But if it calls for more, I need to use more. So after I did this short of my 8 little tiny 1-room builds, my mom fell in love with a couple of them. So they set out on my hutch. That was my grandmother's. And they take up both rows of the hutch. But all 8 came with dust covers, and I did not want to put them on. But because they're out in the main part of the house, my mom said she's the one that, when she dusts and stuff, she'll have to dust them. And she wanted the dust covers on. So I spent all afternoon putting on dust covers. And it would have not been that hard if they would have went on like easily. No, I think 2 out of 8 didn't give me trouble. 2 out of 8 went on nicely. Nothing was blocking it. Nothing was in the way. But 6 of them. One of them my point was trying not to have to move things, break them free from their spots. But I did have to, on the leisure time, I had to remove the chair. And it just was not allowing me to get the pieces tight enough. The chair was pushing it out. So I finally got them all. I finally got them all done. And then I realized after I filmed and uploaded my short, I didn't have any of the lights on. But it's okay. One of the lights actually don't work, and I don't remember which one it is. But I was fed up with it and went, I think I blew it. I think I broke it in the beginning. So it ended up working out, but I was just like, duh, Missy. So I am going to take my time. I kind of like to overglue, but I don't want big clumps. Because even though if the paper kind of gets a little distorted, it's not that big of a deal to me. But, if I can avoid it, why not? And I also picked up like a little, I was using my Diamond Arts roller. If some of you have seen me use that. But I picked up a little scraper thing for, I guess it's probably for like scrapbooking or something, but it works for this. Just making sure my edges are good. And then now the one thing I did, even if you don't think there's any glue, just take a second and wipe off. Because if you have glue on here, even if you don't notice it, and then you put it back on here, it gloops on the paper. Now I didn't really truly over glue this. I'm not really getting much glue out, but see, I did it on a little touch there. And also, if you're going to use one of these, make sure you go at an angle, not more upright, because I tore one of my papers that way. It does help with the corners and the edges a lot. It does help with the glue spots too. If I have kind of bigger chunks, it will lay some of them down. Like there's one and it just rolled it right out, so. I picked this up at Dollar Tree, so it was $1.25. I saw some more expensive ones at other places and I went, huh, yeah, no, I don't need it. I don't need it for even, you know, $4 or $5. It wasn't that important to me. And I didn't know how good these ones were, so I watched a couple people review them that use like the crickets or whatever, and they said that they were decent for even for those. So I thought I'd give it a shot, and I really like it. So where do I keep it? I keep it there. I don't remember. I reorganized. Yeah, it must go there. Reorganized my little containers at the edge of my desk, and I couldn't remember where it went. Okay, now we're going to do A912. This one, and it's the whole piece here. So yeah, the last build I did, the full house, it was like a Asian style house. I have two other ones, 2-story and a 3-story. This was a 2-story, but my other ones I had to use the red powder. If you've seen, I'm trying to think of which one of my builds would have had that. Oop. I did a build where I had to use the powder to build on the tree, maybe. I mean, I know I've done it on the other Asian inspired houses. I just don't know if I've done any on film. But I was surprised. They did not have me do that this time. I had to cut out 18 little red flowers out of crepe paper. Oh, yeah, that was fun, let me just say. And just glue them on little petals. So it was, I mean, it was cute, but a little different from the other Asian inspired houses that I've done. I was kind of surprised. And they had me use, they told me to, now artistic license came into play. They told me to put the green flocking on the grass. I hate that green flocking on the grass. It's different than the flower flocking. It's actually like little grains, like little grains of blades of grass, and it's fine. You just do it just like the rest. You glue it down, sprinkle it on, give it a little pat. But so it was half or a third of the base, and it was a big base, and so I've done it on another one, and I constantly wore the green flocking. Every time I tried to put anything down, it was a disaster. So I went, nope. The paper was green. That's enough grass for me. So I did change that one up a little bit, but you know, like I said, artistic license. I am a fan of it. And I'm cutting into my shadow. I'm actually excited for Christmas. Since one of the projects before I did the last build off camera, I said I rearranged my desk so I had more workspace, because before all of this space up here, you would see my book would be like right here. That's all the space I had to work with, was literally my mat and this much of my desk. So now I have the full desk almost all the way back. I had all the little builded pieces that I built in the last one all set up in front here, and there was a lot. Like I said, it was a full house, so much more desk space. The only thing now is it seems like I have a very small little cutting mat. When that was all the space I had, it was fine, but now I have all this more space. So right before bed, my mom runs in. They were getting ready for bed, and she comes in real quick. She goes, hold on. She moves. I was putting batteries in something else. She moves all my stuff out from underneath my hands, and she has her tape measure, and she measured across and the depth of my desk, and she's like, okay, it'll fit. Oh, and by the way, it's a kit, and you're just gonna love it. And she runs off, and I'm like, really, Mom? Really? Now I have like a month and a half to go, wonder what it's gonna, I mean, I know it's gonna be a cutting mat, obviously, but because we talked about if I would want one. But a kit, I don't know what cutting mat would come in a kit. So now we're gonna get our wood plate out for this. These are some thick, chunky woods. I'm used to the base plate being chunky. But every single one of these are the same as the base plate. They are chunky. Okay, so it's gonna, sit on the rough side. So the weather is turning colder. I'm in Southern California, and even here it's gotten cold at night. I have my little sockies on right now. I believe I'm wearing the ones that my son, the big, have like fleece lining, I believe. So he's bought me 2 pair of them. One when he went to Paris with his dad, and they say Paris on them. I think those are the ones I have on now. And the other ones he got me the Christmas before, so like 3-4 years ago. Funniest thing ever. I open them up and I'm like, thank you, because he knows when my feet get cold, I get cold. When my feet get hot, I get hot. So I generally don't wear socks until, boom, I'm cold. And then I'm freezing. So he gets me this big fluffy socks, and he says, and I'm like, thank you. And he goes, well, wait. Now, set the scene. He's there, his girlfriend at the time, no longer together, but she's there. I'm there. His dad's there. His grandma's there. His dad's mom. And he says, whoa, wait, Mom. What's on him? And so I stopped and I looked and I went, the ghost from Pac-Man. Every adult, meaning his dad and his grandma, and his papa, they all started busting up laughing. And my son just like shakes his head, drops his head like, oh my gosh. And his girlfriend's just kind of giggling, but like unbelievable kind of giggle. And I'm like looking at these socks going, well, what's, I don't understand. And he goes, Mom, they're ice cream bars with the stick, like the little, almost rectangular ice cream bars with the stick out the bottom. You could hardly see the stick because it was so light beige. And so I looked again, I went, oh, well, okay, I can see what you're saying, but no, these are Pac-Man ghosts. They look just like Pac-Man ghosts, and the colors, and they look like they have eyes, and every adult was like, told you so. I guess it had been an ongoing joke for weeks, until I opened them. Yeah, just get kind of some of these bumps out for me. It gets any air bubbles that you may have gotten when you laid it down, if you didn't lay it down just right. Okay, so now we need to put in C16. So it shows us pasted as picture. Everything matches up. And then there's just a plain, like, that's the outcome, I guess. And then it just points to C16. Okay, so what is C16? That's A, B, and C. Oh, and C has multiple bags. I did not see that. I wasn't paying enough attention, I guess. But yet not all of the, what? That's 1 through 7. That's 1 through 7. They look like the same bag. And that's 1 through 7, and it looks like the same bag. And then we have a few loose ones. What? A, B, C. 9 pieces. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I guess it's 3, 6, 9. Oh. Okay, maybe we'll use all 3 bags. That's kind of strange, the way they did that. But we are going to use this little guy here. So now I kind of just want to put these in a smaller bag and then just have all the C's. Oh, I already put all my extra baggies away, and I don't want to dig right now. So for right now, we'll just put them back the way they were. I don't know. That might wear on me, depending on how often we have to dig through the C's. And yes, I do keep my bags in order. Otherwise, I get confused. And I can't find something. Whoop, 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 whoop. Sorry, knocking stuff over. This is like over half full. I filled it up when I was trying to use it on the dust covers, just to set them on the bottom of the tray thing, or on the wood. And this is what gets me, because it depends on your perspective that you're looking at, if you've got shadows or not. And yes, this glue, I'm using the Aleene's. We're back to my normal glue, y'all. I've had some wacky glue come in some of the kits lately, so I actually use them. No glue in this kit, so I'm back to the Aleene's original tacky glue, thank goodness. And I put them in my medium bottle, and then because I can't go from the big bottle to here, which has my precision tip, which I love, so I use this for the bigger stuff, plus to refill my small one. I do have to water it down with 3 or 4 drops of water in here, otherwise it's too thick to come out of the precision nozzle. But I find that it does not affect the glue at all. It gets very tacky very quickly, and I just love it. So back to the norm. And so this Aleene's will dry clear, but I just, you know, if I've got a big old clump like I do right here especially, and I can see it, why can't I just scrape it off? So I just scrape it off. But if I don't, or if I miss any of it, it will dry clear. You won't see it. So, okay. So now we have to make the border for the chalkboard, I guess. So B, 2, 4, and 2, 5. 2 groups need to be completed. Okay, so 2 of the 2, 4 and 2 of the 2, 5. I don't know what we have here, so let me look. Oh, we have a red door though. Woo, looky there. What'd I say? 2, 4, 2, 5. Here, 2, 4, 2, 4, and 2, 5, 2, 5. Okay. Only bad thing about the way I've reorganized, is because I don't want to dent if I have a new tip. I don't want to. I have it in a metal cup holder, and I don't want to drop it down point first. I only have one cover. I have a cover for this one, no problem, but I have to be very careful when I pick this sucker up. This isn't too thick, so hopefully we'll just pop them out. I'm just trying to see where the little bits are. And I turned it over because sometimes they're easier to see on the back. Sometimes on the front, they're hard to tell where they were, and it kind of looked like maybe that was the case. And this one, oh, hold on. Did this one, I didn't see any paper tape or sandpaper. Maybe I did look at them before and toss them. I didn't think I had. I don't know. Usually they come with a little, either a little square of sandpaper or like a little emery board of sandpaper. And when you have things like this that you need to cut out, sometimes they leave little notches, and you should really sand them off. I, however, hate the sound of sandpaper on wood. I hate the sound of sandpaper on everything, but especially wood. So I don't generally do that. I generally, if I have notches, I'll cut them off with my X-Acto blade. Oh, except the last build, y'all. I'm going to keep talking about this last build. I know. You're just going to get tired of it. Don't build off camera if you're going to talk about it. I know. But I had to sand because it was not my fault. Their hole and their piece of wood that went in the hole did not match. Like, not just a little bit either. Like, I had to sand a third of the edges. Like, a lot. I was so mad because I tried, I took a lot off with my blade, but they needed to be rounded. I was so mad. I'm telling you, so mad. Whew. Okay, now we need A910 and A911. that's 5. Oh, here we are. A9, 10, and A9, 11. So I'll just cut these out. And see, my first instinct was, how are we on time? Let's hurry up. But no, I'm not going to hurry. Because that's when I get messed up, crazy off-roading. Man, trust me, I can off-road taking my time, but I have a higher chance of when I'm rushing. Like there, I was a little bit inside the line, but I think I started off wonky. I don't think I started level. Oh, we got a bit of white on there. We need to trim up off-road in there too. Goodness gracious. Calm down, Missy. It's because I'm already thinking 3 steps ahead. Trying to decide what I can do in the time allot. I need to stop doing that and just enjoy what I'm working on. Now each of these will have to be cut in half again once I get them out. I thought it'd be easier once I got them out. That's why I didn't cut them in half yet. Okay. Oh, excuse me, I almost choked on nothing. On air. I almost just choked on air. It's not surprising for me, y'all. I can trip on going upstairs. There's a t-shirt that I keep wanting, but I can't find it in my size. When I go to order, it says, I'm not a klutz. The tables are out to get me. The table and chairs are out to get me. The flooring is bully, and the walls keep jumping in my way. That is so true. It's funny because when I first moved back in with my parents, I'm 50 now, but moved back in 7 years ago when my son graduated high school and left home. And my mom was worried at first. Like, I run into walls all the time. The walls don't move. They're there, the same spot every day, but yet every day I manage to run into different walls. And at first she was like, are you dizzy? Are you like, I'm like, no, I'm just a klutz. Do you not remember? It took her a little bit to remember. Now she'll see me and she'll go, oh, wall. She doesn't even have to see me. She can hear me and she'll go, there's a wall there. I'm like, yeah, I know. Thanks. Alright, so get these glued on here. These are going to make the outline of our chalkboard, so it looks a little 3D-ish. Kind of the same way the clock was. Scooch where I tell you to. So I was trying to do those dust covers today. I was like, can you not just go where I tell you to go? Go where like when I say stay, stay. I know. Inanimate objects can't listen. But I was having a conversation with them, that was for sure. Oh, excuse me. It's funny, that one's a little in, that one's a little out, but I'm not going to mess with it. It's fine. And our final piece here. Oh, y'all, what do you think if I put together like a Lego set on the channel? So I found a channel on YouTube. I was just flipping. I don't know what I was looking up or what. Something caught my attention, and it was the building of one of the Disney castles. I think it was the Paris one, and I was like, oh. So I watched hours, 27 hours. Well, almost 27 hours. So there was 9 parts, and they were 3 hours long. I think the last one was like 2.5 hours. And fell in love. I was like, I remember like as a kid, we didn't have kits back then. We just got a chunk of a box of Legos, all different colors. Me and my OCD, I had to sort everything. My brothers did not want me to play with them because I was no fun, because I wanted to sort everything. But then, of course, when they couldn't find pieces, Missy, come find this for me. Yeah, of course. So I was watching them build. Just trying to see. So let's go on. I wanted to go on the outside, but it's not because it's going to cover up. Look, that ruler is like completely covered up. That clip. A Bright Idea is completely covered up. How sucky is that? But if I don't put them on the inside, then those don't fit. Oh, man. Okay, anyways, so I started looking at Lego sets, and I'm like, oh, I want to do Legos again. That Disney castle, the Disney castles are like $200 or more. Are these Lego kits, like I said, if we had kits, I'm trying to remember if my brothers ever had kits. I know my cousin that was really, really into Legos, and I was the only one he let play with them. We built cities. We would go in the late morning, and like during summertime, and not come out for hours. And we would have like his whole floor would be covered with his little city that we built. No instructions, no guidelines, no kits. Just he had a ton of Legos, and we built with them. We built skyscrapers, we built cars, we built people, everything you needed for a little city. And nowadays, so I don't think we had kits maybe when I was little, or when I was playing with them. I was trying to remember if my brothers had kits. And all I can say is maybe. But if they did, they didn't get very many of them because they were obviously probably already expensive. But I remember getting in their stockings mostly. They would just get boxes of, 250 Legos, all sorts sorted sizes and colors or whatever. Sometimes get little 40-piece sets, and so they had a ton. What is my point? My point is these kits, now they have kits for everything. I mean, everything. There's so much, but oh my gosh, they're so expensive. I saw one, and I saw the same girl put it together. It's bricks and something, but I honestly cannot remember. I am so sorry. If I think about it, or in another video, I'll look it up and I'll tell you. But I was a little short on this side. Handy dandy marker though. Kind of fill it in. And any white edges. She did one, it's called The Milky Way. Y'all, oh my gosh. Now, it was like, what was it, 200, 250? It was so expensive. 300 maybe? And then there's a light kit, and now I didn't see her put the light kit on, but I went in search of somebody else that had done it, and I saw pictures of it. You have to have the light kit. But the light kit, just the light kit for it is like $85. Oh my gosh. That's insane, y'all. Insane that people pay those prices. That's how, I mean, supply and demand. If no one paid the prices, Lego wouldn't charge that much, right? So people pay the prices, but oh my gosh, I would have loved, I'm already saying I would have loved to have this Milky Way set, because oh, it was so amazing. But I cannot ever see spending, yeah, I think total was like $350. Like if you got both of them. I just cannot see spending $350. And I have no wall room. I have miniatures of everywhere. But they're amazing. They're absolutely amazing. So, you know, I like Temu. So I found a couple little knockoffs, just like little, I want to say Pokemon. I'm not a Pokemon person, so I don't know for sure. So don't quote me on that. But they're kind of similar. And they're like, I think one I saw was like, so we need A97, this one here. One was like 2,500 puzzle pieces, blocks, and one was like 4,000, and they were cheap compared to Legos. And I understand they're not actual Legos, they're knockoffs, and that's cheating Lego, but I can't afford Legos. And now I have an itch to put together one of those kits. So I'm gonna I won't turn, my channel will not change into that. I will literally get like one or two probably. Kind of how I do with the metal and the wood 3D puzzles. Like they're kind of palette cleansers in between the builds, the house builds, especially when I'm doing big houses. So I'm wondering if you guys would be interested in seeing a kit like that, or if that should just be like my off-camera palette cleanser kind of thing. Let me know in the comments if you guys would be interested in watching something along those, you know, watching that kind of a build, or not. Like I said, I can do it off camera if no one's interested, but I'm just curious. Also, I think, like I said, I'm going to do this one on camera. Obviously, we're on camera. I'll do my other big house that I have on camera. And those are my last two kits that I have. And I have not yet found any new ones that I want or that I like. So I am considering, it's too cold right now to do a resin pour. I really want to do a resin pour, really, really bad. It's been quite a while since I've done it, but I don't have heater in my room, and so it's too cold in my room. I do have a heat mat, but it's so little, and when I pour, I like to pour a lot of things, so and I'm not patient enough to do multiples, so I cannot pour resin right now. I kind of have to only pour resin in the summertime. Fortunately, in about, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 months, we're going to be moving to Arizona, and I can pour resin whenever I want there. So it'll be warm enough. So no resin right now. So I'm thinking I might want to hold off on the last house kit that I have and do a diamond art. I kind of been wanting to do a diamond art too, so I'm thinking I might do that, especially since I now have the holder for my camera, maybe. So I wouldn't be able to do it top down because I don't work on my Diamond Arts flat. I have a stand, a light board that is angled. I would have to come up with a way to get like the camera kind of behind my shoulder, but I bet I could figure it out. So this is where the music box would go if I had a music box. For one, I do not. Most of Temu's kits do not come with music box. Most of them do not give you an option to get a music box. I would not choose that option anyways. I have gotten 3 off of Amazon that have come with the music box, just as the basic, and I had those 3 builds, and then I have 3 music boxes sitting in a Tupperware dish over there because I don't put the music boxes in. I guess we need to cut this out, but I'm gonna wait until it's pasted. I'm not going to punch those because we're not putting the music box, but I will wait and use this as a template. So I know we're getting close. Let's finish up this wall and then we'll call it for tonight. I was excited to get started on this little schoolhouse. Like I mentioned, I've done a lot of work today on different projects. My moon metal piece finally has batteries in it. That's only been a long time coming, but they've been sitting there, and I thought, wow, why are they just sitting there? So I did a lot of cleanup work today. A lot of finishing things that I hadn't quite gotten around to finishing. But I wanted to get all those little odds and end things, you know, housekeeping things done, because I really, really wanted to start on this today. Now this is no, that's not. I thought maybe there was a fold, but no, it's a full cover. I have to be careful with this because this is hollow down here. Why are you running that air bubble that way? What is happening here? It's like it's trying to grab the paper. I thought I was at a good angle, maybe not. Sometimes I don't get enough right on the corners. Whoop, nothing came out. There we go. Okay, so let's cut out this center here. They have rounded, they don't have straight corners, flush corners, they have rounded corners. It makes it a little bit hard when you're trying to work on the inside. Oh, look how lovely that was. Only one little corner gave me any grief. There we go. That was where my miscut was, or I kind of, my first corner that I didn't have exact. That's probably one of the better turnouts I've had when I've used the wood as a template. I mean, you always clean them up, no big deal, but like for a first time, just a few little spots here and there isn't bad. Sometimes I have to go around the whole thing continuously over. So, okay guys, yeah, I think we're gonna end it here. Yeah, we're an hour, so let's call it. When we, on our next build, we will fashion the window and a few bits and bops. And then we have what, one? Nope, we're not doing the back of that. We have one more wall. This other big wall. And then I don't know, we'll see about those. But yeah, anyways, thank you for joining me at the start of this build. I hope you continue with me through and see how this adorable little classroom, our Age of Innocence, turns out. Hope you have a great rest of your day or evening, whichever the case may be for you, and I'll see you next time, y'all. Thanks. Bye.